Welcome back. And in the today's class, we'll be talking about one of the properties which we haven't discussed, and that is polymorphism. It's a very core component of the object-oriented programming, and we'll be talking about polymorphism and how we can achieve it. So let's say we have the same previous example for abstract class, and we have this food class, then we have a burger class, and then the juice. So basically this food class is an abstract class with two different properties and one abstract function. And the burger class have just implemented this inherited this properties and implemented those inside along with the burger as well. So let's say, what is a polymorphism? So a polymorphism means that in a specific scenario where one object can behave as different, like it can have different shapes, it can have different like different classes assigned to it, and how we can achieve that. Let's say we have this food, and what I say is that what I'm gonna do is I'll say, well, food, and rather than specifying or maybe directly initializing the object, what I'm gonna do is I'll create a reference of a parent class. So now you can see that I created a parent class, and now I try to assign a food class. Initially it won't work because you remember this is an abstract class, and abstract class cannot be inherited. Now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna say create a burger for me. So it just created a burger for me, and now you can see the error go away. The reference is still food, but you can see that I have assigned a burger to it. Now once this is done, I'll make it a var so I can reassign the value to it. So what I'm gonna do is, after the consumption, what I do is I assign the juice class to it. Now I added the juice, and then I can again consume it. Now you can see what happened is I created a single variable, assigned the burger class, like a child class, to the parent reference, and then I consumed perform some operations. It can be anything. Then I assigned it to another type of variable, and then I use the consume. Now in this whole scenario, what happens? What actually happening is this food class can behave as multiple classes or multiple objects. It can behave as a burger, it can behave as a juice, and let's say you have some other food property that is also implementing the base class food. You can also assign that. Now let's just try to run it and see what happens. So if I run it, you can see that the first food.consume actually executed the eating zinger, while the other one says drinking juice. So this is something which is called as polymorphism. And along with that, there is one more thing that I wanted to cover, and that is function overloading. So what is a function overloading? If you remember, we discussed function overriding, where basically we override a function from a parent class. But what can be a function overloading? So basically, when you have a function with the same name, but the properties can be different. Remember, the properties need to be different. For that scenario, or that scenario can be called as uh, so let's say you have a function consume. Now what I want to gonna do is, on the burger class, I want the consume one more method, and let's say I'll add a function consume. And now, rather than having the exactly same uh, method and with same parameter, since it's not possible, so I'll have to add something else. So let's say I'll add calories to this. So how much calorie do user want out of the burger that he have? So now what I'm gonna do is print ln eating name for, or you can say eating we can out of this dot keycal. So what I'm saying is that the property that you have user has sent, so we say that we are eating this much calories out of the total calories that we have. So this is another function that I have created. And now let's just try to run it. So first of all, what I'm gonna do is I'll take it off, and now over here for food I'll assign a burger. And then if I say food dot consume and I pass 20 to it, this means that it's the same method but different parameters. So this scenario is basically called as function overloading, and you can see that for the first method it actually called the zinger, but for the second one it called the another section. So this is function overloading. You can have a lot, like as much functions as you want, but remember one thing, the parameters should be different. The parameter in term of number or in term of data type needs to be different. So this is it for abstract class, sorry, for function overloading. And so that's it for our basics in Kotlin. There are plenty of other things that I believe will be good to use while working on the Android. So we'll start our Android course from the next video. So stay tuned, please subscribe, and have a great day.